Someone was living in the house before the murders, based on a real, unsolved true crime case. In the spring of 1922, a small farm in rural Germany became the center of one of the most disturbing unsolved murders in European history. The farm was called Hinterkaifeck. It sat isolated in the countryside, surrounded by forest and fields, far from nearby villages. The family who lived there kept mostly to themselves. They weren't well liked, but they weren't feared either. They were just strange. The family consisted of 6 people: Andreas Gruber, the patriarch, his wife Cecilia, their adult daughter, Victoria, Victoria's 2 young children, and a newly hired maid. In the weeks leading up to the murders, Andreas began telling neighbors about strange things happening on the farm. He said he found footprints in the snow leading from the forest toward the house, but none leading away. He said he heard footsteps in the attic at night. He said tools went missing, then reappeared. Most unsettling of all, he claimed a newspaper appeared in the house, one no one in the family subscribed to. The neighbors dismissed it. Old farm, noises, imagination. Then the maid quit. She told people she couldn't stand the house anymore. She said it felt like someone was watching her. She left abruptly and refused to return, even to collect her belongings. Days later, a new maid arrived. She never made it through her first night. On March 31, 1922, neighbors noticed something odd. Smoke was still rising from the farmhouse chimney. But no one had been seen for days. The family hadn't shown up for church. The children hadn't gone to school. The mail piled up untouched. Eventually, a small group of men went to check on them. When they entered the barn, they found the first bodies. One by one, each family member appeared to have been lured into the barn. Not attacked all at once, but separately, each killed in the same spot. Then the men searched the house. They found the maid in her bed, the child in his crib. All dead. What made the scene terrifying wasn't just the murders, it was what came after. Investigators determined the killer did not leave immediately. Food had been eaten. Animals had been fed. The fireplace had been used. Someone had stayed in the house for days after killing the family, possibly longer. Even worse, evidence suggested the killer may have been living in the attic before the murders. The footsteps Andreas heard, real. The footprints in the snow, real. Someone had been there. But who? Police questioned neighbors, former workers, relatives, and even wartime enemies. No forced entry was found. No valuables were stolen. The murder weapon, a farming tool, belonged to the family. That meant the killer likely knew the farm, was comfortable inside the house, was not afraid of being discovered. Suspicion quickly fell on Victoria's personal life. She had a complicated past. Rumors circulated about incest, disputes, and secret relationships. Some believed the killer was a jealous lover. Others believed it was someone seeking revenge. Then another disturbing theory emerged. What if the killer had been living in the house the entire time, hiding, watching, waiting? The attic theory refused to die. Neighbors recalled strange noises months earlier. A key to the house had gone missing, and yet, no suspect was ever charged. Even more unsettling, years later, the farm was demolished. Any remaining evidence was lost forever. To this day, the Hinterkaifeck murders remain unsolved. No one knows who killed the family. No one knows how long the killer stayed. And no one knows whether Andreas Gruber had been right all along, that someone had already been inside the house before anyone died.